Hi guys, and welcome back to day number 5 of my December daily. I am so excited to go ahead and get started today. So I'm going to share with you the products that I'll be using in today's video. So I'm using the frames and tags. This is Christmas Market by Cartabella. I'm also using Echo Park frames and tags. I love this chipboard here. Lots of fun elements here, and I can't wait to play with these as well. And those are by Cartabella. And then I'm going to use Lori Whitlock's A Perfect Christmas paper line to create my spread on today. So I've already kind of prepped everything and got it laid out just to try to make this video go a little bit shorter. And so I'm going to be talking about me and my sister. That's my sister there. We were headed out and to an event, and we had so much fun. And so I just kind of want to talk about my sister and talk about, how much she means to me. I'm using some really thick 110 cardstock here in black, and I actually used my Snapchat filter to take this picture, so I have that little heart there. So I'm going to be using this little element here with the two pockets in the pocket, the 4x6 at the bottom, so that I can have my title page there. So these are the papers that I'm going to use, and so let's go ahead and get started. So I am going to go ahead and just lay this photo here. I'm just trying to position everything so that I can see how I like those two papers together. And I like it. I think it's going to work well. So I'm going to go ahead and get my ATG gun and see if I can go ahead and adhere the photo. So I have my journaling done. Yay. For the last couple of days, I have been, my printer's been messed up. So I hadn't been able to print out my journaling. So I'm glad I am all caught up on journaling. And so now I can, complete everything together. So I'm going to go ahead and just lay this photo down here and just press it a little bit and make sure that it sticks really well. And so this page is practically done. This photo is a 5x7, so I pretty much, have that photo together. So I cut out a number 5 from my silhouette and used some really pretty red sparkly paper. I have already punched my holes there, and then I added that little cute candy cane there so that I can add just a little bit more embellishment. So I am just simply going through my stash. You guys know I like to, kind of shop my stash and get some things that I can use. This one says we laugh so much, and I'm just trying to reposition it to make sure that it's lined up correctly, because that particular night, oh my gosh, we laugh so much. Now we both have red lipstick on, but I swear we were laughing, dancing, just having a great time. It has been a while since, with COVID and everything, we've been able to kind of hang out. So my sister doesn't live close, and so she came up and we were hanging out, as this little embellishment piece say. So we just decided to hang out. My uncle was actually having an event, and so we both came. It's actually both for our uncle. Don't know why I said my uncle. But anyway, so now I'm going to go ahead and start on the second layout here. I'm not really sure what I want to do, so I'm just going to start just kind of playing around and positioning some things. You'll see here in a moment where I just decided to cut down a strip of paper. Again, I'm showing you I must be very proud of that journaling, because I've shown it now twice. However, I am going to add the journaling to this page here. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut down a strip of paper. Like I mentioned, I'm just going to cut it at 2, and then I am going to cut the length at 8, because the paper is 8x8 in both of the layouts, and so I'm just going to add that to that strip to the page. I'm not sure how I'm going to position this, and I decided that I'm going to go ahead and just put it across the paper. And so now I'm going to just pull some more embellishments from my stash so that I can decorate this piece here. So I found this sticker in my stash, but I don't like the blue on it, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut off that sparkly blue because it does not go with the paper. So I'm going to use my Tim Holtz scissors and just trim away that blue so that it will match the paper a little bit more. Okay, so that looks better. It was time for a selfie for sure with me and my sister. So I thought that little sticker was really, really neat to go on this on the layout. So now I'm just trying to find some more elements so that I can spruce it up just a little bit more. Keep in mind, I know I cannot over embellish or make these layouts too bulky, although it is super hard for me to do. So I'm just gonna find some more things in my stash so that I can add it to this layout. All right, so I think I like this little wreath here. I like the gold accent around the wreath, and then just a little poinsettias just add the special touch to the actual strip of paper. So I'm going to put my journaling down below, and so I need to move this down so I can kind of see how it's going to look. And so now I am going to find some cardstock so that I can prop it up just a little bit more and make it a little bit sturdy. I did just use copy paper to type up my journaling, and it's not as sturdy. So I probably will either use 65 pound or something like that for my journaling going forward, because I do want it to last. But just to reinforce it, I am going to add some black 110 cardstock to this journaling piece so that it will just kind of pop up a little bit. I don't like the way it kind of look where you can kind of see through the paper. But again, just trying to type up all of that journaling and get it all out. I was just moving very quickly. But you'll see it's going to come together and it's going to look just fine by the time I get it done. So while I was digging, I found this other photo of me and my sister. So I'm going to add that to this layout. I was just going to do one 5x7, but I, had that picture printed out. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to some black cardstock, and then I'm going to add it to this layout. So I'm going to go ahead and add some glue to the back of this photo, and I realized I was trying to put the glue on top of that selfie embellishment, and it just was not working. It felt like I was trying to put some glue over a hill or a mountain, so I needed to move that out of the way. So I just smoothed that over. I'm gonna lay that aside, and I'm gonna go ahead and just adhere the banner piece that I have there, or that strip. So what I'm going to decide to do is just put a little glue on both sides just to kind of create a little pocket there, or kind of like a little belly band, half belly band to the layout. And then I'll go ahead and adhere the little selfie embellishment along with the wreath. But I'm going to actually take that photo and stick it down like a pocket, because what I really want to do is kind of cover up the journaling, because it is a little personal, and I, just want to kind of cover that up, if that makes sense. So you'll see, guys, that I just kind of add it at the bottom. And then what I'm doing here is just, like I mentioned, taking the journaling and just adding it to that cardstock so that it can, be a little bit more sturdy. All right, so I'm going ahead and adhering the selfie and the little wreath there so that I can add that little piece there. And then I am going to add the photo like I mentioned there, and it's going to slide right down over that journaling there so that it will cover it up. And so I like the way it turned out. It's really simple, but I think it turned out cute. I like the way it's kind of covering up the little journaling. It's easy to move, and keep in mind too that this is, my personal book. So I know, that it kind of has that hidden journaling, if that makes sense. And so also, with, this layout, I am also going to add it to the little pockets that we have, that I'm putting everything in. So it'll all fit. I'm not really concerned about the photo kind of falling out because it's going to be inside of that pocket. Okay, so I decided I want to add a tab at the top there. So I'm going to use my tab punch here, and I'm just going to punch some paper out at the top so that I can add a pull tab for the picture so that it will slide right out. So I'm going to go ahead and punch out the tab. All right, so here is the little tab that I punched out. It matches the paper. I decided to just use that green buffalo check paper there to put the tab at the top so that it will all, kind of match together. And so I'm just centering it and putting it in the top of that photo. I like the way that look. It makes you know that you need to pull out the picture. And so, yeah, I think this layout is complete. Okay, so I have those two put together. So the last thing I need to do is create the title page. All right, so I am just pulling my papers out that I've already pre-cut. These that I'm putting in the first two pockets at the top were just cuttables out of the paper collection. I am going to embellish them, once I get them all in there, but I kind of just want to see how they look together. I love the cardinals, and I love that this paper is double-sided. It makes this process right here so much quicker when you're able to just use double-sided paper. Now, guys, I struggle with packaging or putting things back. So even when I have embellishments, sometimes I struggle with putting them back into their packaging in one piece. So I'm going to go ahead and put this 4x6 at the bottom, and then I'm just going to do some simple embellishing to these pockets. I don't want to do a lot. Again, try not to make my pages too bulky, but I am going to add just a little bit of embellishment to these layouts. So I decided to just fold some of this crepe paper down and then just add this sticker here that says Christmas is better together, because again, spending time with my sister. And I'm going to just put that down. Really, really simple. I'm kind of fussing with it a little bit because, again, I didn't even take the hot glue and go, between the layers. Once I applied the glue to that sticker there, it stuck fine. So I didn't take the time to actually do all of the extra. So I'm just putting some glue on the back of here, and I'm going to just put this in the center here and lay it down. And yeah, it's pretty hot. And so now I am fussing with it, and it seems like something is still missing. So I'm looking in my stash, and I'm just going to go ahead and grab another little embellishment to add. And I had these cute little shovels there, and so I'm just going to take the little hanging string. I think it's like a Christmas ornament, and I'm going to add some hot glue, and then I'm going to stick that down on the pocket. All right, so this is how it looks, guys. And so there's still something missing at the top. So, of course, I am now going to dig back in my stash and see if I can add something to the top, because it just seems like something is missing there. So let me find some more things that I can embellish there. All right, so I am just adding this little red bow to the top there. I shared this bow in one of my videos this week, and then I just added that little sticker that says favorites there. I'm still kind of fussing with it just to try to get it positioned the way I kind of like it. And then I'm going to add it back to the pockets, and I like the way that looks. So now I think that this little pocket title page it's coming together. So I think now I have all of the layouts together. All right, so I am done. This is the first one hanging out. I really like it. It's simple. It came together well. This one here with the little pull out photo with the hidden journaling, I like it. It's really simple. And so I think it all came out really, really well. Thanks, guys, so much for stopping by for day number 5. If you have missed the other videos, I'll put them in the card above.